Good morning, everybody out there. This is Arjax coming at you again with another Let's Play. Sorry that the other one was a little bit short and a little bit more political than I would have liked to have it been. Um, it's just one of those questions that people kept asking, and I wanted to clarify it and, just put it out there and be like, hey, if you want to know what I think about this, just go here, watch this. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Um, so, what I did in between you guys coming on and recording this video, like always, was I went back to Stormwind, cleared out my bags, and collected some gold from the mail. So I didn't clear out everything. What I have left is junk, so I actually forgot that I didn't do that. But anyways, so I think we should do a dungeon. We haven't done a dungeon for a while. So let's go ahead and queue up for a dungeon and see what we get. If it's something that we've already done, then maybe we won't do it. But let's just see what we get. I got a bunch of quests that need to be turned in. So while we wait for DPS to click in and so forth, we'll run around and go turn in other things. Alright, so they finally clicked in. Here we go into a dungeon. I think I've already done this one. No, actually I haven't done this one for you guys yet in this series. This dungeon is actually a little bit more challenging than it appears. I've actually, you have to really be on top of everything in order to not make mistakes that end up getting you wiped. But it's fun nonetheless. It's one of those things that you just need to get through. I think I'm a little bit underpowered for this, but it appears to be fine. The reason why I was saying I was a little bit underpowered was I was watching my health go down. So, but let's go get these quests and kill these other baddies. So yep. These big guys here, they're pretty powerful. So if you're coming into this dungeon, just be aware of those guys so that they can so that you don't end up killing yourself or your party by it. So, but yeah, absolutely. These guys are, I don't know, I just really like this dungeon. There's some stuff in here that will cause you to wipe if you're not careful about it. But overall, very simple. I actually enjoy it. I have a lot of fun doing it. But, let's see. There's another guy around here that's a quest. Oh, there they are. So I haven't run this dungeon for quite some time, so I gotta kind of figure out where I'm going and what I'm doing. Cutting across the middle here is the fastest way to do it. You don't necessarily get every ad in this way. Let's hopefully have everybody follow. So, but, getting the end of the dungeon bonus is better, and it just takes a lot less time. So, I don't know. If you guys want to kill every ad in a dungeon, absolutely do it. It's just not me. Just not me. I've done it before. I've done it with my wife is a completionist. She really wants to complete everything in the dungeon. So it kind of makes the dungeons last a bit longer than they need to. But other than that, there's really nothing too terribly hard about it. So the only thing about this dungeon that you need to be aware of is you need to go upstairs in order to complete the entirety of the dungeon. So, and to get there is around here. But, yep. So there's actually a boss in here that some people tend to forget about. And let's hope that they don't pull that other group of ads, because I don't really want to go back and try to re-pull those. But it appears that they didn't. So that's always a good thing. So let's go ahead up here. So there's going to be 3 pulls in here. There's one here and one here. And, you know, handling one pull is more than easy enough. So let's go ahead and pull 2 at the same time. I'm being a little bit more cautious in this dungeon because of the rough start. So as things progress, I'm picking up a little bit, and seeing how everything's going in there. As you can see, I'm definitely pulling more stuff than I was before. But overall, I don't want to pull too much and get the party to wipe. It doesn't appear like that should really be an issue. But, you know, got to, you know, you just got to make sure of what you are doing. So, I don't really want to kill that guy by himself. Hopefully a DPS will go hit him or something. Yeah, probably not. So let's go ahead and drag this guy over here. We'll drag the boss over here. We are doing like 0 DPS to this guy. So, how is the DPS going anyways for us? Oh, yep, that's probably why I am tanking and doing most of the DPS. That is, you know, it's one of those things. It's, you know, do I like it? No. Is it bad? Kind of. DPS, you should really do more DPS than me. Just saying. I'm tank, you're DPS. Let's get this party on and, you know, start doing some DPS. Especially when you're looking at it. Well, I guess they're not too bad. I'm looking at total damage. I'm doing 50% of total damage. But my DPS is only 50% better. You know, I'm not doing half of the DPS. I mean, combined, they're doing like 800 DPS, and I'm only doing, okay, maybe I am doing a vast majority of the DPS. What are these guys doing? Alright. What is the hunter doing? The hunter is at 54 DPS. Alright. We have to go all the way around in order to pull this off. So, but there we go. Alright, I'm gonna definitely try to vote kick Hunter in this. They're not even doing anything. They're on follow. And as much as I don't mind helping people through dungeons, I don't appreciate pulling entirety of everything and doing everything. It's ridiculous. The hunter, okay, one doesn't have his pet out, two doesn't have anything out. The hunter's not even doing anything. Like I said, the hunter's doing 54 DPS per second. That's an auto shot. That's nothing. The healer has done more damage than the hunter. That is not acceptable. Hunters are great DPS. You don't even have your pet out. What are you doing? And this is just like some of those things that you're gonna get by doing it. So alright, so the hunter left. I'd be upset. I just don't like pulling people or carrying people through the entirety of the dungeon, you know? So, you know, I just don't like giving people a free ride. Fine. But yeah, they weren't even doing anything. They didn't respond to any of the chats, being like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I'm new, trying to figure this out." Nothing. They didn't. I can respect people not knowing how to do something. Okay, I can understand that, and I'm more than willing to help them out. But what I am not willing to do, like I just said, would be to do everything for them. I mean, it's not just me. I mean, there's four other people in the group that are doing everything for them as well. But um, still need to. I still don't like to do that. I don't like to give. It's just giving people a free ride is not something I like to do. Um, and it's not because I don't really. It's not because I get offended that they're not doing the work. I could care less. That doesn't affect me. What I don't like is that they're intentionally slowing down the entire group and the progression of the entire group. That is what I don't like. And really, that's the biggest thing right there for me is, you're going to go out of your way to slow everybody down, and for what reason? Why would you do that? Because you want some free EXP? I mean, that's completely selfish. If you want, there's plenty of ways to do stuff very easy in the game, and you don't have to affect other people's gameplay in order to do it. You know, they're along the same lines to me as um, as the people that AFK in PvP matches. Like, holy cow! Like, who are you? Why would you do that? You're taking away the fun from other people. And that's really what it is to me. You take away other people's fun, and not saying that they can't have fun without without you, because I mean obviously they can, but the goal in everything is to win. You join a PvP match to have fun, try to win. Well, you look around and you see like 5 people AFKing and the entire other team is just going nuts and killing everybody. Okay. Well, you know what's going to happen? You're going to lose. So, that's kind of what I hate. Was he AFK? I don't know if he was AFK. It looked like he had a follow command on. So, if he had a follow command on, that's pretty ridiculous. I'm just Not a fan of that. Um, but that's just me. So, in order to get through this guy, you have to kill those peers up there. That's why you saw me pick up the second group of ads up top as well. So, and I never hit him, so that's why he aggroed off me. So, I don't know why I cannot hold aggro right now, but I can't. So, there we go. So it's actually, I think there's only two of these. I think you grab this one and then you run over to the other one and it's fine. Let's kill you. Why are you so annoying? So, you know what? We'll grab you. And we'll go over here. Yeah, I think there's only two of these. And I think there's only two down here. Um, but yeah, I've definitely made the mistake. This is one of those dungeons that when you're new, and this is probably where my initial opinion of it is, because I don't really see any place you're going to wipe. I thought this was a different dungeon. But, like, the first 6 times I ran this dungeon as a tank, I didn't realize you had to go upstairs. And so we get down to this part, and we're like, how do we get in there? And nobody knew. So, that's the big thing. You have to go upstairs to get here. Not to get here. You can obviously get here, but you can't finish the dungeon unless you go upstairs and clear the a guy from upstairs. So, yep. So now if we run over to the other side, it should knock this down. And if it doesn't, then we'll go ahead and run around the back, because that would mean that there is more of these little piers. I don't think there is, but it's been some time since I ran this dungeon. I'm going to try to avoid those if at all possible. I'd rather not, kill unnecessary ads that are just going to add time. We already had a guy AFKing, so. And you hear me talk about, like, saving time in World of Warcraft. The biggest way to save time in World of Warcraft could arguably be made that by not logging on to World of Warcraft would save the most time. So, but I like my World of Warcraft. So, let's see. So, it should be open now, unless there is something else that we need to do. Oh, yeah, still locked. So, I guess we have to run around to the back. So, but yep, we will run around to the back and we will see what is going on over here. I'm pretty sure we hit every one. At the top. So, I don't think we hit them all at the beginning. Yeah, we definitely did not hit them all at the beginning. So, we'll have to go back to the beginning, essentially. Oh, we missed the first one. Wow, what an epic fail. Um, I never thought that. I never thought about this one. It's just kind of, that's absolutely my fault. So, I think I can solo these guys. Alright. So, yep. Utter fail on my part. And that is just one of those things that happens. You got to be prepared for in World of Warcraft. Normally, people miss the ones that are up here, and that's what's going on. So, yep, just a little mistake there. Sorry to my team. Oh, wow. It looks like they went ahead and tried pulling anyways, which is fine. I don't mind. I don't know what happened to him. Oh, yep. Apparently, the rogue thought he was a badass. That's what happened there. The rogue thought he was badass, got slapped, and now is dead. So, is he aggroed? Is somebody attacking him? We'll see. Can't do that. We're in combat. Oh well. Rogie, should not have done that. That sucks for you. You're not going to get the EXP from killing this guy, which is fine. I mean, it's fine, but it's like 3,000 EXP, so I'm just speculating. Let's see. Oh, 1,000. If I was rested, it would have been 3,000. So, somebody needs to res you. And there we go. Now we go up here, jump down, and kill him, and that's going to be the end of the dungeon. So, yeah, this is just one of those dungeons that, you really don't necessarily run mindlessly through. It's a little bit non-linear, It's one of those things like, you're like, oh no, the quests, that's why you don't like quests. Well, this one is just kind of like common sense, non-linear kind of thing. It's like, the first time I ran it, those pillars, I had no idea that you had to kill the things around it. I just went ahead and killed like everything. And then my biggest issue was that I didn't go upstairs, and then, and then nobody in the dungeon knew what was going on or where to go. So they were, we ended up just disbanding, and then we queue again later on, Pandora and I. And, oh crap. I need heals. Heals, I need you. What is going on? Oh. Oh well. Such is life. Hopefully they don't wipe. So, 7th death in the Let's Play videos. No big deal. Kind of sucks. So let's hopefully these guys stay up. The hunter should be able to kite. His pet, that's really what the healer should be targeting right now, is the pet, so that. Where did the hunter go? Oh, there they go. and he summons another one of his pets. The healer really needs to try to keep that up. And see what's going on. There we go. Now we are up. Now all we have to do to complete... Oh, I thought there was a thing where you open this chest. Or maybe you just open the chest. Did I not get all the quests? Did I miss something? Huh. Oh well, if I missed something, oh well. I thought there was like a really good like item that you get from there, but oh well. We'll go here and turn in the stuff here. And then we'll go do a little bit of questing. I'm kind of a little bit groggy today, so I do apologize for that. There we go. And then we have to go upstairs, which is fine. Alrighty. So the only thing that I need to be aware of right now is just not picking up additional ads. I'm the only person in the dungeon. Well, there's one other person, so I just got to be a little bit cautious about that so that I don't pick up those ads. Because if I pick up those ads, I may be able to solo them. I don't know. But if I'm not able to solo them, then they'll kill me, and I don't want to die. Not necessarily because I don't want to die, I just don't want to spend the time trying to kill ads and then die. So unfortunately, I might have to run a long way around because I didn't clear the ads to the left. I don't think so anyways. So, after this, I think I'm going to have to pause a little bit and go let my dogs in, maybe make some waffles, because waffles are the syrups of gods. It's just amazing. And I'm pretty hungry, so waffles do sound really excellent at this point. But either way, we're going to pause a little bit and see where we are after we complete this dungeon as far as time. And because I'm getting blown up on Facebook with 1,000 other things, so I just want to respond to them so I'm not thinking about them and thinking about my responses. Oh, yep. That's the quest. That's the quest down there. Whatever. I'm done with it, though. I'm not going to do it right now. I'll do this dungeon again, I'm sure of it. Alright. I will be right back. So that dungeon actually ate up the majority of our time. I'm going to go ahead and turn in these other quests and then end the video here. I'm sorry about my distracted my distracted ramblings before while I was running that dungeon. My Skype and Facebook kept going off, and I have it on the other monitor, so I'd look over and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to respond, but I couldn't because number one, I was in a dungeon, number two, I was recording. So guys, please forgive me for that. I'm trying to get at least one of these videos up a day. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. It's kind of cool. You know, I like watching my video library grow on YouTube. I think it's really cool. You know, are they the best quality videos? I would say no. I would like to make them better. And if anybody has some suggestions or anything really to make them better, I know about the thumbnails. I need to actually sit down and do that. And I need to make an intro video. I definitely want to make an intro video. The biggest thing that's going on with my intro video that I haven't been able to do is, I don't really. My biggest issue is I don't really know what I want to do, and that goes for the thumbnails too. Um, and I don't really know how to make an intro video, and that's not necessarily the biggest thing right there. What I really need to do is like come up with what I want to be in the intro video, because after I figure out what I want it to look like, actually going out and doing it is going to be the easy part. Even if I don't know what it is or how to do it, it'll be a lot easier than, you know, um, just coming up with the idea. The idea is what kills me. Like, I have a lot of hard time coming up with artistic ideas. Um, so I do apologize for that, and it is something that is on my to-do list. So I will definitely be coming up with that. And since there is a quest right here, I might as well go ahead and do it, because otherwise I'm going to have to fly to here and then run back down here when I'm already here. So let's see if I can find that quick. So, and then the good news about me rendering these videos, to be honest with you guys, is that while I'm rendering them, I can't play video games. So I try to do this when I'm going to need to do homework. And while I do homework, having them loaded up like that definitely, I mean, it kind of sucks, I'll be honest with you. It kind of sucks not being able to play video games. But it helps me a lot too, because I really have no self-control. I will go ahead and say I have no self-control. And the reason why, oh wow, that's a rare guy. A rare spawn. So that was pretty cool. I got a lot of EXP from that. So where's the turn in for that? Alright, we'll go and turn in and do this. And then I'm going to go ahead, and as long as there's no other quests around here, I'm going to go ahead and end the video and send it over to the production team, which is myself, and run it through the video rendering software and come up with a video and upload it for you guys, hopefully before I go to class. Although I do have to do a lot of stuff on my computer, so it might slow it down. It should take about 3 hours to render this. It's about an hour for every 10 minutes. So let's see, do we have... So that's pretty good. So that's going to give us the biggest boost. So let's open that. Where did it go? Oh no. Joseph's. So we'll type J-O. There it is. Joseph's spare belt. And let's see what we got in there. Is that worth anything? No, that's not worth anything. I mean, it's worth gold. These are pretty cool. I like this sword. It looks like a katana. I might actually say that for transmog. I don't know. We'll see. Heavy ninja swords is always pretty cool. It's just one of those things that I personally like. Alright, well that's going to conclude our video for today. So as always, please like, comment below. Arjax out.